Welcome to Mainland Cycle Center's new vehicle department. Today we're going to take a look at a 2012 Kawasaki Z1000. This is just an incredible motorcycle. Aluminum chassis, 1043 cc's, inline 4-cylinder, fuel injected, dual overhead cam, liquid cooled motor. You know, really this bike is just a really great street bike. I mean, it's certainly fast enough to go on a racetrack and go around a track, and it has plenty of power and torque, and that's one of the things that 1043 cc motor does for you, is gives you more torque as opposed to a 1000 cc motor. It's got that extra 43 cc's of displacement. Inline 4, aluminum chassis, has the inverted front forks. You really kind of can't see them because of the covers that are on them. But you got radially mounted 4-piston calipers, and what that means is that this caliper is mounted. You can see the bolt right here. It goes in like that, and here, as opposed to the bolts going in from the side, so it's radially mounted. And you know, what you see a lot of times on some older bikes is you see that a caliper is mounted to a plate mounted to the fork, and this you have a caliper mounted directly to the fork, and so it's just, there's less weight because there's no bracket, and it's a more rigid way of mounting it. And then there's 4 pistons, so you got a piston here, and then there's a piston on the back, and then there's a whole other caliper on the other side with 4 pistons in it. So it's squeezing from both sides of the disc there. Alright, so you got disc brakes. These are pedal style rotors. They've got these little cuts in them. Those little cuts allow for more surface area to dissipate heat, as do the holes, the drilling in them. There's your exhaust. There, it's liquid cooled. There's your radiator. 4-into-4 exhaust. Kind of has the 4 exhaust outlets. I guess it's really 4-into-2 with 4 exhaust outlets. This was meant to mimic the early. This bike is called a Z1000. We used to sell a bike called a Z1, and the Z1 came out in '73. The KZ900 Z1 had 4 exhaust pipes. So this is really meant to carry on that heritage of those 4 exhaust pipes, and that's kind of why Kawasaki did this. Is it's a deal that has to do with just Kawasaki's heritage. So you know, they make slip-on mufflers, things for them, but I dig it because I kind of understand what it's about. Aluminum swing arm. It has these eccentric axle chain adjusters that move the axle, so you loosen this pinch bolt right here, and then you put an Allen wrench in here, and this whole deal twists, and as it twists this way, it's going to tighten the chain, or twist forward, it's going to loosen the chain. There. It's got the horizontally mounted rear shock. This is very similar to what we do on the 2011 ZX10Rs. This is beautiful in this candy burnt orange paint. Forgive me, I'm not sure exactly what Kawasaki's name for this color is. It may be candy burnt orange, but that's what I'm calling it, and it's beautiful. I like that color. The 2-piece seat there. Really nice white stitching on this rear seat, from the orange to match. There. Got a radially actuated master cylinder, I should say. And what that means is that the piston for the master cylinder is right here. As you push this brake lever, it moves the piston this way. Meaning you're moving the lever this away, and the piston is moving this way. As opposed to some of the older design bikes, when you push this lever this way, the piston was moving back and forth like this. This just gives you a better feel, better leverage on that piston. So it's the way we're doing all of our super sport bikes now, and it seems to work better. So there you have it. Here's your ignition switch. This bike's not serviced, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to turn it on. But it has a full digital LCD display on it. One of the cool things about this bike, I'm going to go around the other side, is that you can change the angle of this. There's a little pull right here. You pull this, and then that lets you change this angle. So just depending on how you're sitting on the bike, you can move that a little bit. Anyway, that's kind of cool. And clutch, front brake, rear foot brake down there. And then your shifters on this side. These are a 6-speed transmission. But this bike's just a blast riding fun. Lots of on the street, lots of low end power. It's very fast. I don't care who you are. This is a fast motorcycle, and it's not. Is it the fastest thing out there? No, but do you really need to go 180 miles an hour on the street? You don't need to, and there's not much reason to do it. But this bike will still run very, very fast. And you know, the naked bikes, and this bike's got a good fair amount of plastic on it, but this style of bike, not everybody gets it. I do. I think it's cool. It's a fun bike to ride. But these bikes tend to be more popular over in Europe. We do make the Ninja 1000, which is a full fairing version of this bike. But there's a certain segment of people that just love this bike, and I gotta say I'm one of them. But and if you're watching this video, maybe you are too. But anyway, I think it's just a blast. And this is one of the best muscle bikes or naked bikes or street fighter bikes that we've ever built. It's won lots of awards in the magazines. It's been in a lot of shootouts where it's beat the competition, and so it's performed very well critically in the media, and it's a good bike. I tell you, Kawasaki is building without a doubt the best motorcycles we've ever built, and I believe the best motorcycles on the market today for a Japanese motorcycle for sure. You know, you get into some of the exotic European bikes, and yeah, they cost twice as much as this, and they've got better suspension, but for twice as much money you can put better suspension on one. But you're really not going to find a better engineered bike than one of these Kawasaki sport bikes, I don't believe. So anyway, enough of that. But LED rear tail light, just a very cool bike. 17-inch wheels, radial tires, of course. But there you have it. That's the 2012 Kawasaki Z1000. We are Mainland Cycle Center, and we're located about 30 minutes south of downtown Houston, just off of I-45 in Lamarck, Texas. Our website is mainlandcyclecenter.com. Our phone number is 409-948-4969. Give us a call, shoot us an email, leave us a comment, come by and see us. We'd love to help any way we can. Thanks for watching our video.